YouTube, what is going on? So Review Kicks here back with another unboxing, another shoe review. As you see on the table, black box. I don't know if you can make out the description there, but I'll bring it up a little closer. Today on the table we are talking about an Ma Maniere shoe. Today is November 24th, 2025. The shoe did release November 21st, 2025. Price tag was $225. Today the shoe we are talking about is going to be the Air Jordan 6 Retro SP AMM for Ma Maniere in the colorway of Vapor, Mauve, Burgundy, Ash. Alright, with this release, as always, there's some colors on there that, they never put on the box. But I just want to say there is a black on there as well. Diffused taupe and cameo rose, just in case you guys wanted to know that. How are you guys doing today? We do have a new release from the Ma Maniere collection, of course. And this capsule is going to be called the Built for This capsule. And with the first presentation, Ma Maniere is giving us this Air Jordan 6. And it's beautiful. I know some of you guys are like, this again. I love it. I love everything about it. Let's get into it, deep dive. And as always, we're going to start off with the box, of course. Matte black box, small little embossment of the Jordan logo with the Ma Maniere print on there. Not too sure if you guys can actually make that out. Let's see if I can. Okay. Other than that, you are going to have key ring, the for the Ma Maniere logo all over the box. Here's your copyright information. And as always, Ma Maniere brings the story, they bring the presentation, they bring the packaging, they bring the whole thing. And opening this up, there's no fail. And what Ma Maniere does, you're gonna have a drawing right on the lid, okay? And we are gonna talk about that in a little bit. I'll just set that aside, if I may, real quick. Other than that, typical wrapping. You got your white paper with the Ma Maniere logo with the A print all over it, of course. And then we're gonna have the shoes individually wrapped. Going further with the box, I do see a QC sticker. There we are gonna have the YCM logo on the side and the clock feature on the box. Tray size is 345 by 250 by 125, and the lid is going to be 345 by 250 by 125. All right, just a little bit about this picture. Beautiful picture. It's been named Malcolm. The picture was drawn or designed or created by an artist the name of Jammie Holmes, and basically this is depicting a young man attending Malcolm X's speeches to the black Muslims, and basically it's his expression caught, between exhaustion and hope, and the artist states that through that gaze, Holmes explores the power of transformation, how a single voice can offer vision, courage, and the possibility of change. Beautiful stuff, let me just tell you, beautiful stuff. And wow, it's also signed there. Beautiful. Let's keep going with the shoe. And all right, as always, we got that aerial top side view of the sides. You are gonna see beautiful mauve colorway. Love it. This sail type of outsole with the mix of the rose color. Beautiful stuff. I also wanted to include that the capsule, which is called Built for This, unlike the other capsule that they had while you were asleep, this is beautiful stuff. Ma Maniere take on it is it's a story rooted in the resilience, earned celebration, and the perseverance it takes to rise. This narrative honors the unglamorous work, the unseen pressure, the discipline that shapes character, and the people who poured into us along the way. It's the celebration of those who endured, who built, through adversity and who arrived with grace and purpose. Love it. Love it. Let's get into the shoe a little bit more. First take, first look, I love it. I don't care. I love the Jordan 6s. The Jordan 6 was like the first shoe that I recognized, or I saw and put a face and a person to it. It was the first model of Jordan that I ever remembered, was the Air Jordan 6 in that black infrared colorway, or the, you know, that I remember that vividly, and that's what put me on the Jordan 6. But taking a look at that 2-3, as you see, I know a lot of people don't understand the 2-3, how that thing works, but beautiful. The spoiler here, Nike Air hit on that. Man, this thing is awesome. The colors in hand is a lot better. I mean, it does not do it justice with the pictures. Look at that. Oh my god, the stitching is immaculate. It appears to have like a gold underlay under all these holes here, which is pretty nice, because in certain light, in sunlight, it actually shimmers and you can see like the shoe, it looks like it's gold. I don't know if you could see that in the light. Hopefully you could, but it's pretty nice little touch to it. Yeah, the shoe is going to come with 2 additional laces, of course. You're going to have your wax laces. I believe they're wax laces, don't get me wrong. No, it looks like just straight cotton laces. And that's like a yellow color, which is whatever. The other shoe is going to hold the other box of laces, which is, yes, your black, I believe your black wax lace. Yes. Upper is going to be a nubuck upper in that that smoky mauve color. Okay. I believe there's going to be another version. I don't know if they're referring to the Air Jordan 4 version that's coming out in December, or another 6 model, but in a sail colorway. You have your burgundy lace toggle, is called the lace toggle. Pretty sweet, pretty sweet. Okay. And one little subtle difference, you are going to have Ma Maniere on that, and the other one will say Air Jordan on that. You are going to have that quilted sock liner, of course, as always. That's just a touch. In the tongue, you are going to have that Ma Maniere logo print all over. Going inside, of course, paper shoe tree. I don't get it, but okay. All right. Of course, you are going to have that translucent outsole. You know, it does have that aged look to it. Beautiful. Don't forget about this. Nice little Jordan Jumpman hit on that. Okay. Man, these colors are perfect, man. They just go together, you know. Getting into the shoe. You already know. Let's see what they got for us. All right. You are going to have the size 8 size tag, of course. The Ma Maniere print logo on the shoe, on the insole itself. Pretty sweet. Other than that, here is your bottom of it. One other difference, you are going to see that there is no like ankle hump right here. I don't know what to call it, but they basically did away with that and just added this piece here. Here's a perfect example. These are the Georgetown 6s that came out a couple years ago. You are going to see this little piece right here. They've completely removed it, as you see, and in between that you'll have the outline of that piece right here, sort of. Okay, I think aesthetically it's a clean look. It's different. It actually makes the shoe like its own shoe, but still keeping the Air Jordan 6 aesthetics and stuff like that. Pretty sweet. Look at these bad boys. You are going to see the differences, of course, here with the Nike Air and then the Jumpman logo on there. But other than that, all right, real quick, I don't know if you guys can actually see the corkscrew inside here. of the actual shoe. Hidden laces. You're not going to see the stitching on the inside, which is kind of crazy. I don't know if you guys can make out the size tag information there. And here goes your other shoe. As I said, you are going to have that Air Jordan on the tongue here. Okay. The other one is going to say Ma Maniere or Maniere. Other than that, here is the bottom. Real quick, I did come into some quality issues. Of course, you know, you're going to have that. I get it. They probably mass produced these, and you know, other than that, you know, like got some black fading on the midsole here. You got some fading here as well, like some high abrasion. I don't know if that's part of the mink oil that they rub on there, if it didn't get absorbed right or whatever. You are going to have a little bit of dark shading on there, but I think that's done to make that smoky look, I guess. I'm not too sure, but other than that, there was some glue issues. You know, cosmetically, I get it, you know, like this part right here, you guys can make that out. It's a bad scuff. I think it's glue, but I mean, to get that out, you would have to put a chemical on that, and I'm not, that's just how it's gonna stay. All right, well, last take on the Ma Maniere 6s. You know, typical Ma Maniere, you know, they do it real wild, they do it real big, including this, you know, come on. But I know there's a lot of people like, oh, they always use the same colors. Clearly, I've never seen an Ma Maniere 6 this color and done up like this, yada yada yada. So, you know, they're doing things differently. The Air Jordan Retro 4 that's coming out is going to look totally different than what we're used to, of course. But I feel like Ma Maniere is like a brand for, and I'm just, you know, I'm just going to say grown men, you know, for the workaholic, the guy that busts his ass, you know, to bring food to the table and stuff like that. Like, this represents it, you know. I love this shoe. I love everything they do. That's why I basically collected every collaboration I've ever done with Jordan. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed today's video, content, comment, like, subscribe, share, all the good stuff. Stay tuned for the next video. And I appreciate you guys. As always, I will catch you guys on the next one.